like it's hot wax. Put it out, all the stores, bet you can shop that. Right. Leave a nigga with a hot hat, frontin' like bad boy ain't got tracks. Nigga, stop that.
There's no guy slicker than this young fly nigga. Nickel 9 liquor, floss you die quicker. Did Fed time, out of town pie flipper. Turn Chris Dallas to a crooked eye slipper.
Everybody wanna be fast, see the cash. Fuck around they weak staff, get a heat rash. Anything a bad boy way we smash. 100 G stash, push a bulletproof E-class. I'm through with being a player and a baller. Just want me one bad bitch so I can spoil her.
Mates wanna be the one you respect, even when you're vexed. Rock Versace silks over still V-Max. Got green, never seen, so you suck my juice. Clutch my ooze, anything I touch I bruise. Puff make his own law, nigga fuck your rules.
That's right.
Good fellas, you know you can't touch, can't do it. See you doing good. I don't wanna get rich, leave you in the hood. Girl, in my eyes, you the baddest. The reason why I love you, you don't like me cause my status. I don't wanna see you with a carriage, living average. I wanna do my thing so we be established. And I don't want you rocking them fabrics. Girl, I wanna give you carriage till you feel you a rabbit. Anything in your path, want you can have. Walk through the mall, if you like it, you could grab. Total it all up and put it on my tab. And then tell your friends all the fun you had.
Tell me what you want from me. Take a look at what you see. Let me know if it's right here. Something you can have.
Episode 20 motherfucking 5. I wanna start out by saying it's gonna be this is a pre-birthday podcast. I started doing my podcast tomorrow on my birthday, but then I was like, it's National Relaxation Day. So that means I'm gonna fucking relax. I'm gonna relax. Want to also send a shout out to my wife. Shout out to my kids. Shout out to my oldest. Just turned 20 years old. Can't wait to get him a drink next year when he turned 21. Second oldest birthday coming up. He a Libra. His birthday is next week. Shout out to me and the wife. I don't know if I said that before. I celebrated the anniversary on the 4th. I don't know if I was I don't know if I let that y'all know that before. I celebrated my anniversary on the 4th. Happy anniversary to me. I'm gonna get the sad news out the way first. We are going to say farewell to our beloved Mr. Magoo, rap partner Magoo of Timbaland, amazing duo of the 90s in the rap game. Rest in peace to Magoo. As y'all remember, I think about 2 pods ago, we talked about the Love to Love You lyrics that was going around. And I said it then. I was like, I hope nothing comes of this with the lyrics. I hope nothing comes of them going through the lyrics and saying, hey, what were you saying here? I was hoping that didn't happen. Needless to say, rest in peace to Magoo. News of his death, or this is coming from allhiphop.com. News of his death started pouring in on social media late Sunday night, August 13th, and quickly became trending Twitter topic. Timbaland's former rap partner and Missy Elliott affiliate Magoo has reportedly died. News of his death started pouring in on social media late Sunday night, August 13th, and quickly became a trending Twitter topic. Digital Black of Playa expressed his sorrow with an Instagram post that read simply, "Man, can't believe this, R.I.H. Magoo." Rest in heaven, Magoo. Damn, big bro wasn't ready for this at all. Super Friends. Let's go. I hate when news outlets have extra stupid sponsor ads. I wonder why publications are going away. At the time of publication, Timbaland and Missy Elliott, nor anyone from their respective camps, have commented on his passing. No cause of death has been revealed either. Hailing from Norfolk, Virginia, Magoo began his collaborative journey with Timbaland in 1989 after meeting as teenagers. During their formative years, Magoo and Timbaland were part of a group called SBI, Surrounded by Idiots, that included Larry Live and then unknown Pharrell Williams. History fact right there. Pharrell was in the original group SBI, Surrounded by Idiots, with Timbaland and Magoo. Fun fact there. Timbo was referred to as DJ Timmy Tim, while Pharrell was called Magnum the Verb Lord. Wow. So before Pharrell was Pharrell, he was Magnum the Verb Lord. Wow. Fun little hip-hop history fact there. But their debut album as Timbaland and Magoo, 1997's Welcome to Our World, yielded their highest charting single, Up Jumps the Boogie. Up Jumps the Boogie. I remember that record right there. After releasing 2 more studio albums as a duo, 2001's Indecent Proposal and 2003's Under Construction Part 2, they pivoted to working with fellow Virginia native Missy Elliott and ultimately Aaliyah. In August 2021, Background Records, the label that launched Aaliyah's career, solidified a distribution partnership with Empire Distribution under the New Deal. Timbaland and Magoo's catalog was introduced to a more contemporary audience with multiple re-releases. Naturally, tributes are exploding on social media. Check some of them out here, which we will not, for copyright reasons, we will not. But rest in peace to Magoo. I remember before when I tried to play the Love to Love You record, YouTube got on my ass and muted the whole entire damn podcast. So we will not play any Magoo or Timbaland records. But definitely rest in peace to Magoo. Very, very much one of my, I want to say, underrated favorite rappers back then, because of his unorthodox style. I love the rappers that were different but were still nice back in the day. Rappers like him made music very interesting. The way Magoo could play with words and his wordplay lyrically was just unmatched. That was one of the reasons why he was such a special talent. He was very, very witty with his wordplay. But rest in peace to Magoo. And also, what is this? Also, moving right along, and R.I.P. but not R.I.P. Lil Tay. So, news broke a couple days ago that Lil Tay had passed away. Now, when I first saw it, I didn't realize who they were talking about, per se. But if you don't recall who Lil Tay is, let us go a trip down memory lane real quick on who Lil Tay is. Shall we?
As for her schooling,
I'm a Harvard dropout.
What city is Harvard in?
I kind of forgot because I haven't been there in a long time.
and cars she claims to own.
And now we be living in the hills. See that view? Y'all don't have that view. And I be holding your mama's ring.
Who's getting tons of notoriety and a whopping 2 million followers on Instagram.
How would you respond to critics who would say, oh, you're just going to try to profit off your daughter now?
No one's forcing me to do this. That's not true that she wants to make money off of me.
And what about those homes she claims to own? GMA talked to Mom Angie's former boss.
Now, let's pause right there real quick because that's a very interesting part right there. I'm gonna rewind that back in case you guys didn't hear that question that they asked.
Million followers on Instagram.
How would you respond to critics who would say, oh, you're just going to try to profit off your daughter now?
No one's forcing me to do this. That's not true that she wants to make money off of me.
Now, reason why that is being paused right there is because there are allegations right now that Lil Tay's death was faked for financial gain reasons. So that is a very interesting part right there to remember.
And what about those homes she claims to own? GMA talked to Mom Angie's former boss at a Vancouver real estate firm who told us Lil Tay filmed using his car and some of his properties for sale, all without his approval.
I didn't shoot in anyone else's house.
You didn't shoot in anyone else's house? Just like...
No one has proof that I did.
And who's behind the shocking content on Lil Tay's social media accounts?
My mom doesn't run social media. I use my own Instagram.
These images will live on and follow you for the rest of your life. Is a 9-year-old really capable of making this kind of decision?
This is my decision. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm gonna have my name on one of these stars one day.
And thus why we have a custody battle. This interview is what started the custody battle between the mom and the father of Lil Tay. Allowing her to do all these things illegally is what also caused her mom to lose her job. Inevitably, allegedly. Lil Tay herself, you just heard. No one's in control of me. No one's making me do these videos. It is solely just me doing it. Now, people have already said, in her management as well as her parents, that she's to continue in entertainment. However, a lot of these antics for a 9 to 12-year-old have been said to be a little bit outlandish. That's why Good Morning America felt the need to report on this, to show the dangers of what a kid can actually be doing on social media.
We were surprised to find a precocious, soft-spoken 9-year-old whose mom says she's a straight-A student. YouTube stars like Jake Paul are either co-opting her act or trashing it. Snoop Dogg even accusing her 16-year-old brother of coaching her.
A lot of people are going to say this and that. We just keep going.
What are all the things that you do?
Swimming, skating, piano.
She is a well-mannered and a great kid.
But that's not what comes across on the internet.
People think it's like funny, I guess, because I'm 9 years old and I've accomplished so much.
I don't think a lot of people are believing that you're making millions of dollars at 9.
If they don't believe that, then I don't really care.
As for her schooling,
I'm a Harvard dropout.
What city is Harvard in?
I kind of forgot because I haven't been there in a long time.
And Juju, I'm glad you pressed her in those questions as well. I got to tell you, I took a lot of heat at home last night from my girls for even giving Lil Tay a platform because they say that what she does online is just inappropriate.
Mom says she's going to be homeschooled and has picked up at least one sponsor, with more, she says, in the works.
Y'all can get our headphones too. All y'all haters, I'm trying to make my mom proud.
You don't look very happy.
I mean, that was before. Now I'm happier than before.
What's your reaction to all of the haters who are basically online bullying your daughter?
We choose just not ignore them. She has a passion and a dream.
So, the biggest thing that we should all take from that, is that, as you saw who was doing the interview with her, the mom, obviously, in my opinion, from what I'm seeing here, it's really the mom's say-so if she's allowed to even do these things. If you want to ask me who the cameraman is, obviously it was the brother. Now, another thing that you also have to take note of is that the father did not approve of this shit. That's why there was a custody battle. The father did not approve of any of this shit whatsoever. Not only you using his cars, you using his clients' properties. So obviously, the money was actually coming from the dad in Canada. That's another thing. The money that she's flexing ain't even the mom's. It's the dad's. All those hundreds of dollars you seeing, the millions of dollars or whatnot, the Mercedes and whatnot, that's his dad's and his clients. That's her dad's and the client's shit. That ain't her shit at all. And as you saw, the Good Morning America lady asked, "What city is Harvard in?" She didn't even know. So, like I said, it's more of a lesson to be learned than anything. It's more of a lesson to be learned to a lot of these toddlers that think that you can flex millions of dollars on Instagram or TikTok and social media and the likes of that. It'd be okay. Not only that it not be okay, that you can't put your parents in danger of things. Because as you plainly saw, like I said, a custody battle ensued, as well as you getting the news to get involved to say, hey, what's going on with the parenting of this child here? This child has millions of dollars. Why are y'all allowing her to do all this? And why is she getting popular because she's doing all this? You heard the concerned newscaster parent. Even he was like, yo, my daughters are like, yo, what the hell is Lil Tay? Why is Lil Tay even given the platform? Why is she able to be encouraging all other girls? But see, that's the thing. We live in an era now where negative influence actually increases money and revenue, unfortunately. Now, what this ended up causing was the faking of Lil Tay's death.
Lil Tay has broken her silence after an alleged family statement posted to her official Instagram announced she and her brother Jason Tien were dead. The 14-year-old influencer, who has not been seen since 2018, confirmed she is alive and was hacked. In a family statement provided to TMZ, Lil Tay said she was traumatized from the ordeal, hours after her own father was unable to confirm if she was dead or alive. "I want to make it clear that my brother and I are safe and alive, but I'm completely heartbroken and struggling to even find the right words to say. It's been a very traumatizing..."
Now, we're going to rewind a very important part here that I want y'all to think about.
Or alive. "I want to make it clear that my confirm if she was dead or alive." Lil Tay said she was traumatized from the ordeal, hours after her own father was unable to confirm if she was dead or alive.
Now, think about that. The mom is who made the statement that she was passed away. The father was only responding and helping the mom and aiding the mom and actually putting out the message. But it was the mom that initially wrote that. As you can hear, the dad had no idea what the fuck was going on. The dad had no clue. Now, mind you, think about this. The custody battle has since been won, since this actually happened. Custody battle was won back in 2020, I believe, or 2021, so 2 years ago. She's been with the dad the whole time in Canada. Let's think about that.
"I want to make it clear that my brother and I are safe and alive, but I'm completely heartbroken and struggling to even find the right words to say. It's been a very traumatizing 24 hours. Lil Tay explained her Instagram account was compromised by a third party and was used to spread jarring misinformation and rumors regarding me. She also confirmed her legal name is Tay Tian and not Claire Hope as previously reported. Many fans have welcomed this news, however. Her former manager Harry Tsang expressed doubt in the hacking explanation. Speaking to the Daily Mail, he said, "I find relief in the fact that she is safe. However, I believe the reported hacking incident may not have occurred. After 48 hours of concern, it is confirmed Lil Tay and her older brother are both alive." Lil Tay has...
So, I want to also read something here real quick. So, this is back let's go back to 2020, October 16th, right? This comes from TNZ. Lil Tay custody battle looms. Career hangs in balance, right? This is once again a very important part of this story right here. So Lil Tay could be returning to the limelight soon, but her future career hinges on a custody battle between her parents, and that's about to come to a head. Sources close to Lil Tay tell TMZ the foul-mouthed kid rapper is home in Vancouver, Canada, where her parents, Angela Tien and Christopher Hope, are locked in a court battle for custody of Lil Tay. Full control over her life and career. We're told Lil Tay's parents have been duking it out in court since late 2018, and they're expecting the judge to make some big custody rulings in the coming weeks. We're told they're currently shared custody. Lil Tay's future will be heavily impacted by the judge's decision. Our sources say her parents both want her entertainment, but they have very different plans for her to stay relevant. We're told Lil Tay's mom, get this, here's an important part here. We're told Lil Tay's mom wants to let her do whatever she wants to do, even if that means dropping lots of trash-talking videos on social media.
Message to all y'all broke-ass haters. Y'all ain't doing it like Lil Tay. This is why all y'all fucking haters hate me, bitch. This shit cost me $200,000. I'm only 9 years old. I ain't got no license, but I still drive this sports car, bitch. Your favorite rapper ain't even doing it like Lil Tay.
Now, usually I would show that footage, but unlike Good Morning America, which is why I let Good Morning America do it, because he was trying to teach a lesson, I'm also teaching the lesson of I'm not showing that buffoonery of her sitting inside this Mercedes-Benz in a parking lot that she does not own, as we talked about before. Perhaps not surprising, remember Mom used her boss Mercedes as a prop in one of Lil Tay's infamous trash-talking videos and quit her job when her boss caught on and got pissed. On the other hand, we're told Lil Tay's father prefers the more traditional career path of acting and singing. In the past, Lil Tay's father has expressed concern about her social media antics and felt others were taking advantage of her just to profit for themselves. Interesting. Once again, in the past, Lil Tay's father has expressed concern about her social media antics and felt others were taking advantage of her just to profit for themselves. This was back in 2020. This was 3 years ago the father said this. As you know, Lil Tay has been absent from social media since way back in 2018 after her father got a court ordering requiring her to return to Vancouver and stop posting on her Instagram account, which has, at the time, 1.8 million followers. That now since has doubled to about 3.6, I believe I saw, or 3.8. Sounds like she could be coming back soon, so stay tuned. We reached out to Lil Tay's dad, who said he did not want to comment on the pending legal matters, but says he loves and wants the best for his daughter. Tay's mom had no comment. Of course she didn't. So, let us also move forward. Now, let's read this from... I started to read from Distractify because of what the manager had said. But I just want to read something real quick. Real quick. From the mom. Who are Lil Tay's parents? This comes from Distractify. After being thrust into internet fame, Lil Tay's parents faced immense criticism for their daughter's use of explicit language. The rapper appeared alongside her mother, Angela, on Good Morning America and responded to the backlash of a proud mom. I'm a great parent, Angela said. Also, my daughter has accomplished so much by herself. For her part, Lil Tay emphasized that her parents were not forcing her to create the online content. But Lil Tay was born and raised in Vancouver. According to the U.S. Senate, Angela worked as a real estate agent prior to Lil Tay's rise to popularity. Angela moved Lil Tay and her brother to L.A. to further the rapper's public career. Now get this. However, reports suggest Angela was fired from her job for allowing Lil Tay to record Instagram videos on her clients' properties. Angela has denied the claims, suggesting, "I resigned for my daughter's career and her bright future." Fast forward, this comes from South China Morning Post. I had to get it from there because no one else was reporting on the real thing that happened with the custody battle. Lil Tay custody battle, Asian child rapper ordered to live with father in Canada. A series of posts on the child's rapper's Instagram account from a former associate claims she is living with her father, identified as Christopher John Hope. Tay's mother, Angela Tan, had faced criticism online for allowing her 9-year-old to make the crude rap videos. Lil Tay, the Asian child rapper who vanished from the internet after her foul-mouthed videos made her a viral star, has reportedly been ordered to live with her father in Canada after her Chinese mother lost custody of the youngster on Sunday. Lil Tay's Instagram account sprang back to life after being scrubbed of all content in June. Let me show you something real quick. Because that is not necessarily the case. As you see here, that Instagram ain't get scrubbed. As I said, I was close, 3.6 and 3.8, right? 3.7 million followers. 16 posts. Got the Triple X 10,000 Young, got her up there, got her with the money right here. You got her in this video right here. What's this? This is her driving. As you heard her in the other video with the Mercedes, she ain't got no license at this time.
All y'all grown-ass men hating on a 9-year-old. I ain't got no license, but I dropped 400 racks on this car, bitch. Y'all don't even have a car. I ain't got no license, but I be driving this around. I bought this little bitch. Y'all saying I rent my cars? Bitch, hell no, I don't rent my car. If I rented my car, do you think I'll be doing this? Bitch.
Why would you live your car?
Get your money up before you start hating on me, bitch. Lil Tay.
Now, as you heard in the background, yo, why would you do that to the car? Why would you do that to my car? That was obviously not Lil Tay's car to be doing that to. So, as you can see here, those videos were not taken down. If anything, they were kept up to bump this up. At the time, you heard we saw 1.8 million followers that we read. Now we see 3.7 million followers. So, needless to say, this was definitely a move to bump up the following of Lil Tay and possibly bump up some type of appearance money for Lil Tay. As you know, that's the biggest thing right now, appearance money. People want to make appearance money because it's equivalent to show money. You get 20, 30,000 racks to show up somewhere and just speak real quick and say some bullshit. You know what I mean? Or just be somewhere in general. And they're like, oh shit, that's Lil Tay. Get $30,000, $40,000 just for 100 and 200 people say, oh shit, that's Lil Tay. That's the game we're playing nowadays. And as you heard, the father ain't for this shit. That's why he get your ass over here in Canada. Sit your little ass down, go to school. You be a singer, you be an actor. Do some shit like that. But you get your little ass off here acting like you a little rapper or something like that. Talking about some Lil Tay. Kicking $400,000 cars that you don't own. That your mama obviously going crazy and let you kick it. Dude said, hey, what you doing? Chill. Don't be kicking my car. I paid for this. You didn't. I might be banging your mama right now, but still. I mean, kicking my car and shit. But yeah. So obviously, Lil Tay's death was faked for a financial and popularity gain. The manager even said that. Okay? And as you heard us read before, The pops was even on some, yo, I believe they doing all this bullshit for, again, some attention and financial gain. They trying to take advantage of my daughter. I need to get my daughter and get her the hell out of the U.S. Get her out of L.A. of all places. All motherfucking places. Get her out of L.A. and get her in Canada, where she can take her ass to school and do what a 9 and 12-year-old supposed to be fucking doing. And get her out of this foolishness that Hollywood has got her doing. Her mama got her doing. Because obviously, as you can see, the mama don't give a shit. The mama is like, listen, I'm getting all this attention. We getting paid for her doing all this dumb shit. I don't care. Let her do whatever the fuck she wants. She getting all this attention. I'm getting attention. We getting paid. Let's get paid together. Daddy's like, listen, we already paid. Get her little ass off this camera. Get the phone away from her. Get her out these cars. And tell her little brother stop shooting this shit. I think that's who that was in the camera. Now I'm thinking about it. The cameraman's the little brother. That had to been a little brother saying, yo, why you kicking the car? Chill the fuck out. Chill out. That's what needs to happen right here. Everybody need to chill the fuck out. Lil Tay don't need to be doing all this. She I agree with the father. Let her go to school. Let her figure it out with the acting. Because obviously she's a good entertainer. She has the Tekashi 6ix9ine syndrome. She has the Tekashi 6ix9ine talent. You know what I mean? She's a good entertainer. She knows how to cause a ruckus. Very smart little girl. For 9 years old, and she caused all this attention. Very smart little girl, obviously. Well, at the time, she was 9 years old. So right now, she'd be about... So 2018, she was 9 years old, right? 5 years later, she's about 14. Yeah, about 14 now. So, yeah. But yeah, shout out to the family of Lil Tay. Shout out to the father especially. For saying, fuck all this shit. Get your little ass home. Tired of this shit. That's why he easily won that custody battle. You hear it wasn't no big fight. it wasn't no real big fight. Because the money was with the dad. He had the lawyer money. He probably paid for the mama lawyer just to say, all right, you want to go to court? You can go to court. I don't care. But I have all the evidence I need that my daughter coming home with me. And as the judge probably agreed with the dad, like, listen, she need to get the hell off these cameras before she really hurt herself or get herself in some crazy trouble. But moving right along. Speaking of not being able to keep themselves out of trouble. Well, should I say try to keep themselves out of trouble. Tory Lanez. God bless to the fellow Umbrella CEO. Tory Lanez received 10 years. I was trying to wait. Remember I told you last pod, I was actually trying to wait for the verdict to actually come in for Tory Lanez. But more than 7 months after hip-hop recording artist Tory Lanez, this comes from MSNBC News, was convicted in the 2020 shooting of hip-hop Megan Thee Stallion. A judge sentenced him Tuesday to 10 years in prison. In December, an L.A. jury found the Canadian-born Lanez, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, guilty of 3 felony counts: assault with a semi-automatic handgun, unregistered firearm in a vehicle, and discharging a firearm with gross negligence. The 10 years L.A. County Superior Court Judge David Hereford gave Lanez Tuesday was less than the 13 years requested by prosecutors. Now, that was another thing, too, because I think that he was facing about 20 years at first. He was facing about 20, 25 years, actually. And I was saying to myself, damn, they're going to put my man away for like 40, 50 yet to he about 40 or 50. You know what I'm saying, in the game. So I was very actually like, I remember they was talking about on the podcast, on Joe's podcast, shout out to JVP, that the street niggas was celebrating that he got the 10 years. And I can understand why. Because, like I said, he was facing originally about 2025. And then they were saying that they were trying to get him 13. He's only doing 10, which means he's probably only going to do 6 or 7 with the good behavior. He's already been serving a few months. Good behavior, he's going to get out about 6 or 7 years. So, Tory is not new to jail. Also, yes, he can do that standing on his head. 6 to 7 years. It's a fucked up thing to even say it like that. It's a fucked up thing that he's even doing that much time. But at the same time, 6 to 7 years for something that you were originally facing 20 is damn good. That's damn good. You can be mad at the lawyer all you want, but at the end of the day, we still got something good as far as the 6 to 7 years with eligible parole, possibly. And then we want to talk about the fact that, besides the fact that he can be eligible for parole after about 7 years, I want to say 7 years at the top, he'll be eligible for parole. You want to also add in the fact that he'll be eligible for the appeal. They have already filed the appeal, and we'll see what comes of that. So, continuing reading on. On Monday, the first day of Lane's sentencing hearing, L.A. County Deputy District Attorney Kathy Tyree into the record a statement from Megan. Since I was viciously shot by the defendant, I have not experienced a single day of peace, she wrote. She also wrote, slowly but surely, I'm healing and coming back, but I will never be the same. Megan testified during Lane's trial, but said in her statement that she eventually decided not to appear at the sentencing because she simply could not bring herself to be in a room with Tory again. The 10-year sentence, an appropriate one. The 10-year sentence is an appropriate one. It sends a message that you can't harm someone and not be held accountable. This is Lane's own doing. Now he will have about a decade to reckon with that. Lane's sentencing is the latest development in one of the most contentious periods in hip-hop history, when many of the most notable men in the genre chose to rally around a fellow male artist accused of violence and not a fellow female artist who said she'd been shot by him. Now, I don't agree necessarily with them adding that part on there, only for the simple fact that we rallied around Tory Lanez for the simple fact that we still stand by Tory Lanez as far as he did not. Let's call a spade a spade. He didn't shoot Megan. We saw the evidence. Let's really call a spade a spade. We saw the evidence. He did not shoot Megan. In fact, Tory Lanez was not necessarily convicted of shooting Megan. He was really convicted of just having the gun in his possession, as well as he was convicted of holding the gun, which two things were true. He was wrestling with Kelsey at the time. 2 witnesses confirmed that, as well as Megan herself and Kelsey herself, that he was wrestling with Kelsey for the gun. And that's when the gun went off and hit Megan. So, of course, yeah, Kelsey shot Megan, but Tory also shot Megan. The person that's on trial for shooting Megan is Tory. Kelsey is not. Therefore, Tory is convicted of shooting Megan. That's how that bullshit ended up playing out. But let's read from Tory Lanez. He put out a statement. This is really what this is about here. So, to the umbrellas, I have never let a hard time intimidate me. I will never let no jail time eliminate me, regardless of how they try to spin my words. I have always maintained my innocence, and I always will. This week in court, I took responsibility for all verbal and intimate moments that I shared with the parties involved. That's it. In no way, shape, or form was I apologizing for the charges I'm being wrongfully convicted of. So he stands on that innocence. I remain on the stance that I refuse to apologize for something that I did not do. I faced adversity my whole life, and every time it looked like I would lose, I came out on top. This is nothing but another moment where my back is against the wall and I refuse to stop fighting till I come out victorious. Tough times don't last, tough people do. To my family, friends, and umbrellas, thank you for your continued support. See you soon. Which he will see us soon. 6 to 7 years is going to go by very fast. A lot of things are going to happen within those 6 to 7 years, but we'll see Tory Lanez again. And let's not forget, Tory Lanez didn't necessarily leave out on the whim of being broke. He's worth a lot of millions of dollars still, and that was independently. So he's still going to come home to a nice little stash, I'm pretty sure, and be able to get back to doing what he's doing. He'll probably take a few months off, but another thing is you have to understand that he won't be able to necessarily tour or do festivals in the States. He'll be able to do things as far as in Canada where he's from. He won't be able to do things out here, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean we won't get new music from Tory Lanez when he comes back. So there's still that. And what else we gonna get into? What else we gonna get into? Moving right along. So, Steph Curry has had an interesting, and I mean interesting. He's had a very interesting last week or two, and I'm not even gonna. I'm just gonna let y'all see what I'm talking about here. So, shout out to Toby New. I want to make sure I say that right. Make sure I say his name right. Toby Nigwe. That's what I was trying to say. Toby Nigwe. Shout out to Toby Nigwe, who put Stephen Curry inside his rap video. Daddy told me how to fish. I just want to play that for y'all real quick, because I thought this was pretty damn cool. Hopefully I don't get a copyright for this shit. If not, I'll just play it over it. But it is weird. But this was him getting to rap on Toby Nwigwe joint. Daddy told me how to fish, which is pretty damn cool.
Big pond, big splash, big bag, little fish, big pond, big splash, big bag. Look like the little fish in the big pond, make the big splash. Got the big bag, look like the little fish in the big pond, make the big splash. Ain't got the big bag. Oh my, look how things have changed. They know I'm the one. Daddy taught me how to flip my wrist. I'm my father's son. Think I'm pistol packing, how that ratchet on me like a gun. They should put the basket in the casket after I am done. Please don't think it's sweet when I speak. I am not to play with all these folk I meet. No, I keep it brief to dodge the cases. Most days out the week, I pack heat that'll leave your faces out the mud. I had to use my cleats to see where I could take it. Oh. And I took it to the tip. You know the ones that didn't pick me miss me when they go against me. Word that Clayton Bixby, they probably hate everything within me, but I'm still gonna leave them pissy and let it fly like a frisbee. I'm the fish in the big pond, make the big splash. Got the big bag, look like the little fish in the big pond, make the big splash. Ain't got the big bag. Oh, little fish, big pond, big splash, big bag. Little fish, big pond, big splash, yeah, big bag. Okay, now they might mistake him for a middle, cause his intro really only had credentials from his dad and touche. But his play so monumental, open carry, how he'll really shoot your face off like the strap with him. He get busy, but he keep it low. Way he give it, everybody get it. PPP loan. Keep it calm, no, the sniper known for breathing slow. Way he pull it, got his hands on bread, not needing dough. That's a bar upon your head top like dreadlocks. Synonymous with bread shops, about what going to bread box. Before you ever get your bread hot, if you deadlock that bedrock, and you probably got you a shot to beat a little fish in the big pond, make the big splash. Got the big bag, look like a little fish in the big pond, make the big splash. Ain't got the big bag. Oh, little fish, big pond, big splash, big bag. Little fish, big pond, big splash, big bag.
Once again, that was Lil Fish Big Pond, featuring Stephen Curry, Toby Nwigwe. Oh my God, that Toby Nwigwe is something special, man. He's always been something special. I tell you that much. But it didn't stop there. It did not stop there with Stephen Curry. It did not stop there with Mr. Stephen Curry. So Staying true, this comes from Billboard.com. Staying true to the brand's on tour tradition of bringing out one fan every night to assist front woman Haley Williams in singing Misery's Business. Paramore, this time invited none other than the Golden State Warriors point guard to join them. But it wasn't just any routine public appearance for Curry, as evidenced by numerous videos from the moment. Just like every other fan in the audience, this was clearly, as the song goes, one of his wildest dreams come true. Let's go now to Stephen Curry singing with Aerosmith.
San Francisco, would you please welcome number 30, Mr. Steph Curry, to the stage?
Check my man out. Check him out. Check him out. Check him out. Like, yeah, you see it. You see it. I'm here. I'm up here. You see it. I'm repping. I'm repping with the Paramore merch. You see it. I'm repping with the Paramore gear. I'm a fan. You know.
That's your people. That's your people. So look, you know, us and Steph, we go back a few years. And tonight is our reunion. Tonight we're going to sing something together, and listen, from the moment that Steph gets the mic, this is no longer a Paramore show, this is a Steph Curry show, all right?
That's right.
Are you going to show him how you turn up at a Steph Curry show?
Steph Curry show. And rock out, my brother. Rock out. Rock out. Rock out. Hey, 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 hey. Rock out. Rock out. And he knew what to do, too. I thought he was going to stage dive here. There you go. He's like, hey, come on in here. That boy performs. Y'all can't tell me Steph ain't doing his thing up there. Y'all cannot tell me that man ain't do his thing up there. I'm talking about every step of the way that man did his thing up there. That boy was up there like he was a performer his damn self. And after seeing him rap right there, I am going to be excited to see if he actually tries to do something within music, which would be very, very special to see. If Stephen Curry can try to do something as the likes of rest in peace Kobe Bryant has done, Shaquille O'Neal. That's who I hope. That's who I really hope decides to say, hey, let's do something real quick. Because I see you actually entertaining some things. Let's see if you can actually hang real quick. I'm hoping Shaquille O'Neal decides to pull Stephen Curry to the side and say, yeah, let's do something. Know what I mean? Let's get up in the studio real quick and make something happen real quick. I think we could make some magic happen. But shout out to Steph Curry for making a very entertaining week for not only himself, but making a very entertaining week for all of us to see. So, moving right along. Speaking of entertaining week, I'm going to say entertaining week. I'm going to say more so interesting week. Say more of an interesting week. So, Erykah Badu apparently had got up under the skin of DJ Akademiks, as well as one other young lady. What I mean by that, DJ Akademiks took it upon himself. DJ Akademiks took it upon himself to go on his one of his live rants and suddenly disrespect the likes of Erykah Badu. Actually,
I know shit saying, yo, Erykah Akademiks said, tell me what you guys think about this man. Did Act cross the line? Post comments below. Subscribe to my channel. Like this video. I'll see you guys later.
Here's another thing. Somebody said Erykah Badu working magic. Erykah Badu, let me tell you this. You keep my name out your mouth too. I see you mention, listen, that whole little everyday struggle shit, that was another era, my nigga. I'm down to violate all you niggas these days. Fuck what y'all got going on. You don't mention my name, please. I'm gonna tell you off rip. I don't fuck with you neither. Just bro, I'm on really disrespectful timing. You niggas got to show me. Facts. You got to show me. All that little say shit you got going on ain't fuck with me. Straight up. I'm telling all of y'all this because I don't respect y'all. I would like to let all y'all know I don't respect y'all. I don't respect y'all like y'all don't respect me. Because when I met all y'all all try to play me. I never fuck with Erykah Badu after she came on my show and she was trying to be funny. Bitch, I don't fuck with you after that. Nigga, what's up now? What we finna do? Bitch, you an old asshole just keep getting fucked by all these young niggas. What's poppin'? What we finna do? I ain't fuck with none of y'all niggas. Still. Bitch, call Tyrone, call Jamal, call everybody. Big Ack is here. None of y'all niggas ain't finna do shit, my nigga. I'm telling all y'all the real about it. I see that bitch follow me. I'm like, bitch, why you following me? I don't fuck with you. I'm not in on no joke with you. You and your little Twitter following or whatever the fuck you got. Bitch, you came up in here raving around Sage and all that type of shit. Fuck y'all niggas. Y'all niggas gonna have to show me now. I'm sorry. I've gotten to the point. Y'all got to show me. Y'all got to show me.
And what Ack is also referring to right now is Ack is at the point right now where he's made those millions of dollars where he feel like he can talk his shit. You hear him. You hear it in his voice. That Henny is speaking. That Henny is speaking his truth for him. Ack is at the point where he don't give two fucks about what happened next. Because people have made threats to him. People have given death threats to him publicly. And nothing has been done to Ack. So he's got the Tekashi 6ix9ine syndrome. He feels he's untouchable. He feels nobody can touch him right now. So with that, remember, with great power comes great responsibility. As they say. Ack has a lot of great power right now. Is he using it responsibly? By going at Erykah Badu? I don't think so.
Ack is at the point you got to show me. You got to show me. If you don't show me, I'm gonna disrespect y'all. You got to show me. You have to show. I promise you have to show me. I'm at the point you have to show me. Bitch came in here waving all type of wands and shit. I'm trying to be nice to you. Now I realize, oh, you was trying to play me like I'm some clown. Bitch, fuck you, nigga. How many rappers done ran through you, nigga? None of you. Stop playing, nigga. How many young rappers you chase, nigga, trying to fuck them too? Stop playing, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? I'm not playing with none of y'all. That bitch can't mention me straight up. I'm telling you, I'm on that. I'm sorry. Y'all y'all have to show me. You will have to show me. I'm sorry. Man, I know 3 rappers done ran through you, fucked you, did all type of shit, bitch. You just like you a cum rag for these niggas. You ain't about to play with me. You about to play with Big Act. You a cum rag. The fuck?
Now, that is where he went way over the line. Because when you saying things like that, you knowing 3 niggas that fuck. First of all, you're talking about the 3 baby fathers. Those are very respected baby fathers that you're talking about now. You're talking about Common Sense. You're talking about Andre 3000. You're talking about Jay Electronica.
What you talking about? Sorry. Y'all niggas gotta show me. I'm sorry. I'm on that. Y'all gotta show me. Y'all gotta show me. Nigga, I sat on that for 5 years. Y'all gotta show me now. Y'all gotta show me. I'm sorry. I gotta show me now. Don't follow me. I'm now following you back. Don't fuck with you. Don't fuck with them jokes. Ain't no, Jerry. We ain't fucking with that. You gotta show me. You ran through chick who 45. I'm sorry. Get the fuck one out of here. I'm keeping it like that. The disrespect gonna stay up for everybody. Somebody said pull it. Yeah, I get off stream, but I ain't taking shit down. I'm telling you, they have to show me. If they don't show me, I'm going to continue saying the same thing. They have to show me. Have to. Somebody said it was a joke. Well, this is a joke for me. You're a ran through bitch. You're a ran through bitch. What's up? I don't take no joke lightly, my nigga. I don't take none of that, bitch. I'm sorry. I'm on that with y'all. I don't take none of that shit lightly, man. I've been done take jokes lightly. I ain't take none of that. Ran through, but man, stop playing, man. I don't care who it is. Y'all gonna have to show me. You know why? Because I made a career. I done did everything I needed to do in this industry in my career without y'all. And I know trying to pander to y'all would never work. So why would I ever try to? I'm sorry. This is why Big Act ever existed. Because when I tried to be like, oh, I'm just happy to be here, y'all shitted on me. Y'all treated me like a herb. Y'all treated me like a loser. So now I'm gonna shit on your legacy. And I'm gonna shit on you. And I'm gonna tell you to suck dick, and I'm gonna tell you everything disrespectful. You have to show me. Because now I'm done. I done got what I wanted. I'm done rich. I'm mad lit. You have to show me. And I'm sitting on it. That's what I said about Erykah Badu. Send that to that bitch. Facts.
And this is where, like I said before, Ack is at a point where he's out of fucking control. I say he is out of control for the simple fact that y'all see it. As much as he's so used to being on this camera and doing these big rants like this, he feels he's untouchable. And he says repeatedly, over and over, while he's taking sips of that Henny bottle, y'all hear the bottle. Y'all ain't got to see it. Y'all hear the bottle. Y'all hear the goop goop. You know what I mean? Pause. Y'all hear that. Y'all hear the bottle. And with that becomes a monster that thinks he can't be tamed. Unfortunately. Ack was at a point during that rant where he was just down to just go. And I don't think he would have been having the same energy had he got the right call. Like I said, you're playing with some very dangerous waters when you are playing with the likes of a baby mother that is Common Sense, Andre 3000, and Jay Electronica. To call her a cum rag nationally, You are playing with fire. You have no idea how hot it is, brother. But this was Erykah Badu's response to DJ Akademiks. Shout out to 9 Man TV.
Erykah Badu responds to Akademiks after his recent outburst on this podcast.
Peace, peace. It's a beautiful day. It's a new day.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Beautiful day. It's a new day. I learned something super valuable today, fam. You have to really be careful what you think and what you say out here, you know. I learned today that something I said 5 years.
You heard how subtle she said that shit too. You have to learn what you say out here. She said that looking deeply into the camera. You have to learn to watch what you say out here.
Ago, and just when we all laughed, actually triggered someone's really deep-rooted trauma. They kept it bottled up for a while, and it hurt them so bad. Had them out.
Now, what she's talking about is similar to what Ak was just mentioning as far as the joke, the Jerry joke, that basically drove him crazy the entire show. If you don't remember, the Everyday Struggle episode that Erykah Badu was on, she started early saying that you remind me of someone. And she kept saying it throughout the entire interview of the show. At the end of the show, she finally said, "You're Jerry." And everyone paused and said, "Jerry who?" "Jerry the mouse." And then everyone, of course, busted out laughing. Ak, of course, felt very humiliated and embarrassed by that. Evidently, that embarrassment lingered on for 5 years straight, to the point we heard that rant we just heard just now.
In these streets acting real. And in honor of that, let's go. Badu on sale today, 5 p.m. You know it's rare and limited supply. So, get yours today. 5 p.m. today, CST. I'm only putting up a few. They be talking about it everywhere. Now you can smell it. Peace.
So, she uses the actual marketing of Jerry to promote it and calls Akademiks a pussy. As y'all know, her fragrance is called Pussy. So she basically called Akademiks a pussy live and said, "I'm going to promote my fragrance as well," with the Jerry design on it as well. But Ak did not stop there. Ak did not stop there. But real quick, I would like to go into an excerpt.
The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by this podcast, as well as its hosts, are for entertainment purposes
real
only.
Quick, I want to go into.
I repeat, it is not serious. It is not real. No one is exposing, revealing, indicting, or telling you anything.
Where something very interesting was said by Joe Budden in regards to his response to Erykah Badu. Joe Budden had let out information that TDE was looking for Akademiks.
She's one of those.
Now, she's nice. She's clearly a model. I'm saying everybody like, ooh, la la.
No,
she's clearly a model.
She's
clearly a model.
It's respect.
Respect, that's all.
I'm with Parks. It's respect.
Tall, really pretty. Like, yeah. What else happened in music? What else happened? What's going on out there? What's going on out there
your man
that they need to know?
Are you going to talk about your man trending or no?
Who? Ak?
Yeah.
Y'all can talk about it. I don't have nothing to say about it. I don't condone or support none of that shit he said about none of the people he was talking about.
Okay.
That's my statement.
Y'all got something to say about Ak rant about Erykah Badu?
I ain't like it.
You didn't like it?
Yeah, I didn't.
is just disrespect. Like there's levels to disrespect, and I understand like you don't really get to pick and choose how somebody replies to you because she shot at him first, and I guess he held that in until he was.
What do you call that? Somebody that does that? Like
what you mean?
That when you do something to them a long time ago, they hold it in, and as soon as they have an opportunity, they let you have it. Like they harbor the feelings. What do you call that? That's not Napoleon.
How long ago was that?
It was a minute. That was my question. It was a minute.
Okay.
About 5 years.
It was a minute.
Holy shit. Okay.
I mean, some people like. I don't know. Not necessarily saying that in this case, but some people are strategic with their replies.
Respond. That's a fact.
Just because you said something to me today, I don't have to address this right now. But when I'm ready, I'm coming. Now, and I don't think that was the situation here. I'm just not with the things that were said.
I liked Erykah Badu's clapback.
What did she say?
Well, you know, she sells the
Incense.
The incense that smelled like a pussy. So it was a new box that had Tom and Jerry the guy. Who did she call him? Jerry?
She called him Jerry.
Or Thomas the Train. Whatever she called him was on the box, and he had a Livingston chain on, which is Act's name, with the incense in the hand. Because he kept talking about her pussy.
She sold out of that shit. 1,000 boxes, I think she said.
Really?
Well, she sell out every time she do it. She sold out the first time, but I just like that response.
Got it. Were you disappointed
a
at
few
all?
TDE people hit me asking for Act's number. I didn't give it to them. So you gotta just stay out of that.
Yeah. Got it. Shouts to the people that do that too.
Yeah.
That stay out of it.
Yeah, I stay out.
Cause I've gotten phone calls from other people like, yo, such and such was hitting me for your number, but I don't move like that. I ain't.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Just letting you know that they are trying to get your number. I'm like, all right.
I don't support nothing that Act said, but I'm also not the guy calling him to express my dismay with, nigga, you grown.
Mm-hmm.
Do what you
Niggas is
do.
grown.
You do what you do. Yeah.
That's that.
I don't like niggas that give out numbers. I was just saying that.
Yeah.
So, as you heard, TDE is looking for Akademiks. Why is they looking for Akademiks? From something that actually stems from about 5 or 6 years ago also. Now, as I just said before, Akademiks is at a point now where he feels like he's at millions of dollars up. He feels he's untouchable. So, he has been taking it upon himself to get back at the people that have gotten at him, pressed him, or made him feel embarrassed in some type of way. Who made him feel embarrassed back in the day? That would be TDE's Punch.
A part of the stream got taken out where I believe it went viral a bit. BT covered it. Vibe covered it. I seen a couple other websites cover it. And it was the portion of the stream where I was asking you guys, this was the night before SZA was meant to come on Everyday Struggle. I said, yo, who is SZA? Like, I want you guys to give me some questions that I could ask her. I don't know too much about her. You guys started spamming questions, comments, like you guys normally do. This is pretty normal here. I read some in disbelief or just asking now, like, wait, this is a legit thing, blah, blah, blah. But also, I never knew how she looked. Now, out of everything said, because I've went to these blog sites finally, because I avoided them. I went to these blog sites finally, and I see what people are like, yo, this is not cool. And I'm like, okay, most people are kind of upset. And SZA too. And it'll lead up to where I'm getting. About, I think there was a comment that I said when people, I didn't know how she looked, I didn't know how tall, and I was actually trying to be on a complimentary thing, but I was like, yo, how tall is she? I see people spamming like 7'1", 6'11", blah, blah. I'm like, oh, shit. And this is what I said. I was like, yo, she might be one of them, like, tall Amazon bitches. Now, again, I didn't know how she looked, right?
And that's when things already started to go out of context. As you just heard, he was taking into consideration that people commented and saying that she was 6 foot tall, 7 foot tall, without Googling himself how she actually looked, what her height was. He started to just go off of what the chat was saying. That right there is telling me that, Ak, you were already in joke mode. Unfortunately.
Perhaps if you watched the entire stream, you would have got that. You would have probably realized there was not much malice intended. But regardless, if you see it clipped or if you just see a clip of me saying that, it feels kind of disrespectful. You get me? Now, SZA came on the next day. Again, still don't know much about her music. I'm not going to fake it like, yo, I've been listening to your music forever. It's not me. It's just not in my heart. I can't sit there and fake. No matter how much research I did, I could ask questions, but I can't fake like, oh, such a big fan. I can't do that. But regardless, right, after I thought we had a good conversation, I understood her a lot more, even though I'm not into that numerology stuff. Y'all know, that's not me. That's just some other shit. I just don't know about that. But I guess she saw that video. I don't know how she saw the video. I don't know if a fan tweeted at her. I don't know if one of y'all sent it to her. I don't know. But she saw the video. Punch, who I met that day, I didn't even know that's how Punch looked. I don't know how any of these people look. Shook his hand. It was cool, blah, blah. They saw the video, and I'm not sure if the timing of how they perceived it to be. Like, yo, wait, did we just go up there for like an interview and he started popping shit? Which wasn't the case. But I think maybe they saw like, yo, wait, he was popping shit like before, and then when we came up there, he was acting like it was cool. And for me, I ignored it all because I'm like, I wasn't really popping shit. I was really doing what we do here every day. I was reading the chat after I introduced something like, hey, so what's up with this like, who's SZA kind of like that, right? And because of that, I'm like, okay, this isn't that big of a deal. But of course, I like, you know what I mean? I spoke to people behind the scenes. And yeah, I do speak to people behind the scenes. I tell you, I'm pretty transparent with people I speak to. I speak to people. I spoke to my man Charlemagne, which, again, it's important that I speak to these people because they don't watch the stream. So they don't watch the entire 1 hour or 2 hours or 5 hours I stream. They see a clip. And by the way, I didn't upload that clip. So whatever channel that uploaded that, that's a rogue channel that's not connected to me. I didn't upload that stuff. People just upload the stream. I kind of allow it. I've been advised to strike everybody, take niggas' channels down that's impersonating me. I don't want to do that because you guys support me. I like, you know what I mean? Again, the stream is for y'all. If you do it to my YouTube content, I'm definitely striking. Don't do it. But if you do it with a stream, I'm like, kind of turn a blind eye. I turn the other cheek a bunch of times. I let y'all kind of do y'all because people miss the stream. But yeah, so I spoke to people because I didn't understand. And this is full, complete disclosure. I didn't understand the outrage. I'm like, why are they kind of mad? I'm like, do they think I'm like saying that to like diss her? Or like I knew about her? I'm like clowning her because I didn't know how she looked. I had to Google a picture of her the morning of. And then, of course, I saw her walk in. So I was confused at first. But I'm not going to lie. I spoke to some good people, which all told me that, listen, two things there. And this is by what you see when you watch the clip. And I've actually come to agree with both. The first one I definitely agreed with is that I was dismissive. I was hella dismissive because I didn't know much about her. It's not like I was like, yo, bring SZA in, and then I started dissing her. No, I was like, she's coming in. Okay. I don't know much about her.
So, you took it upon yourself to Google how she looked, but you didn't take it upon yourself as a podcaster at the time on Everyday Struggle, as well as someone who's in media doing this, your own live stream podcasting. You didn't take it upon yourself to do a job and research the artist you were going to be interviewing the next day. You just went upon what the chat was saying. But that morning, you didn't take it that serious, and you said, let me just Google what she looks like. You didn't Google any music. You didn't YouTube any music. You didn't simply say, what is SZA's height? You didn't say, how does SZA look? Or should I say, you didn't say, what does SZA sound like? What is SZA like? Her hobbies, things like that. Who is SZA affiliate? You didn't Google any of those things. You just Googled a picture of SZA. So that's cat. That you didn't do any research on. You didn't try to do any research on SZA. You were already in joke mode for the content.
It's pretty honest. That's as honest as I could get. So I was definitely dismissive. I'm like, I don't know. She coming in? I don't know. right? Now, the second part, which it kind of took me a while, and it gets to a bigger point in what it is to offend someone, right? And who is it up to determine if someone is offended? And I realized I was being slightly a hypocrite because I've always treated situations, and if you remember on Everyday Struggle recently, or actually even a lot of my YouTube videos, I always speak about when people or a group of people are offended, right? It's up to the people that are offended to determine what offends them, right? You can't tell them what can or what cannot offend them. So for a while, again, I understood the dismissive part, but I'm dismissive of a lot of shit. If it's not stuff I'm really into, being honest, I'm not gonna fake like I love everything. Anyone who acts like they love everything, they're lying. But then the offensive part, or me offending someone, I think people are definitely overblowing this, till I kind of caught myself and I'm like, you're being a little bit of a hypocrite. Because people have said certain things about either Jamaicans, yeah, I know I'm Jamaican, I was born in Jamaica, or black people, of course I'm African American. And I've said, yo, it's not up to you. Recently with b.l.a.c, right? When even, and it was someone black saying it, like Michael Eric Dyson, and of course, what's the other person? Killer Mike. They were like, yo, this shouldn't be that offensive to black people. We got bigger issues. And I'm like, whoa, slow down, Playboy, slow down. You can't tell other black people what to be offended at, even if you're not offended at it. So I called myself being a little bit of a hypocrite, because I was like, well, I understand the context of what I was saying on the stream. How the hell SZA and them going to be offended? But so I caught myself with that hypocrisy, and I'm like, you know what, yo, it's kind of, not even kind of, it's true. You feel me? So if she's offended by it, despite the context, she's offended by it. Okay, so how do you deal with that in the aftermath? Now, what ended up happening, she tweeted at me, Punch tweeted at me, which, again, I'm not going to respond to it, Punch. I don't Twitter beef anyway. Like, I've learned that if you know how I use social media now, I use it for what it's for. I read a lot on there, but I'm not going to be, that's not me.
Now, what's said next, as you just heard, he doesn't Twitter beef, but Punch has hit him up. What's said next and what's discussed next plays a very important part to what is happening right now.
What are y'all typing? So anyway, I seen all those, and then SZA blocks me. Cause truth be told, I wanted to reach out to SZA directly. I followed her. I wanted to reach out to her directly and be like, hey, listen, I know what you saw. Let me explain what it was. Because sometimes an explanation is needed. She blocked me instantly. She clapped me with the block instantly. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. And I understood it, and I'm like, all right, I understand it. It became incredibly sad though for me, because now it's a artist that I don't have anything against. I don't have any judgments that's bad against her. Really, I didn't know much about her, and I know a tiny bit now. Our conversation and some stuff I've researched and some music I've listened to. But it became sad to me because it's like now I feel like I've almost like tortured her world, or I don't want to say like I'm whatever, I'm affecting her world and like that, but I've affected her in a she thinks I hate her, and I definitely don't hate her. So that leaves me in a weird place. She believes either I'm a hater, which I don't think I'm a hater. Am I a hater? I don't think I'm a hater. I think I'm pretty objective. She thinks I'm a hater. I'm not a hater. Okay, I'm pretty fair, because the people I usually praise and lift up, I usually at some point critique them. I don't talk about anybody I do not like. If I don't like you, I will not cover you. Because that's the only way I could be fair. I can't not like you and cover you. Because if I don't like you, it's going to bleed through constantly. So that's what I've always said. But anyway, listening to her album, talking to other people who do like her behind the scenes, of course, even speaking with, I spoke with the president of TDE. She's kind of offended, man. And whether I intended to, which I didn't, right? And whether she could see that intent, it's important that at least, regardless of the context, I let her know that was not intended, and those comments I apologize for. I have to. No, it wasn't. No, it's not Top Dog. Not Top Dog. Dave Free. He's a cool guy. And again, we've connected on some other stuff before. So like that was my one contact there, and like we had a great conversation. Like we had a conversation, kind of the conversation I'm having with you here. It was nothing to the point of there's no check-in, nothing like that. But we got to understanding of, okay, you meant this. This might have been the context, but you also have to understand how someone sees it and how it's seen.
Now, that was A.c.'s warning right there. You heard it here first. Well, not first, but you heard it. Dave Free and TDE addressed it and pressed Akademiks on the matter. I don't think it was just a conversation. Just by how A.c. is talking, I don't think it was just a conversation. I think he was actually nervous at the time for his life. Remember, this is young A.c. This isn't $1 million I'm up A.c. That doesn't give a fuck. How we know that is because a completely different A.c. did this recently.
So, I'm sorry. I don't know what she did to me, but like I've been had it on for her. Like, fuck that. I'm on time, and I'm sorry to say. Yes, I'm on some liquor, but I don't care a fuck about these hoes. Anyway, I ain't gonna lie, the lipstick is the lip gloss is popping, and by the way, I do love my melanated queens, you know what I mean? This little see-through thing, you gotta get the titties right. The titties is not looking tittying. Cause right now I can't distinguish the titty from the stomach. You look like you just got a whole motherfucking like bulletproof vest on. Your whole shit is flat. Your ass be fat sometimes, but I'm telling you, you got to get back on the knife more frequently. You love to eat. You are an eater. You're an eater. It's cool. I like to eat too. But chicks like you, I'm going to go with the gut. Y'all don't catch me with the Gucci Man gut. Y'all going to have to deal with that. They already see my gut on the gram. X try to put the gut on the gram. They had a couple little bumps on it because, like, I've been trying to work out, like, you know what I mean? I had an ingrown hairs. They try to say I had some shit. I don't care. I'm a nigga. But y'all be fat just like me, looking like a linebacker. Your neck thick as, like, a 32-pack of Franks, and now y'all acting like y'all bad. You fat as fuck. Let's keep it a bean. You know you've been under the knife mad times. We don't care how much you show that little botch BBL. You need to get back to the doctor one more time. And I'm going to stand on it, man. We'll still, don't get it fucked up. We are niggas. It don't take much for us to fuck. We're still but you got to get back to the doctor. It's not the cameraman. You're just like, yo, your body right now is in the part where you should be. I think I was in Miami. I'm watching these bitches, the BBLs and all that shit done. Bitch, you need a corset. That's what you need right now. A fucking corset. You suck the shit in to make you got like a big ass with a flat stomach. Because right now, what I'm looking at, bitch, you look confused. Second of all, I don't know what's going on with your head. Ain't no way you catch a tan on this part of your hairline. And then this part is like this another color. So I got to imagine this is a lace front. But SZA, let me give you the truth. This is the ether that's going to make your fucking soul burn. I don't care how many albums you sell. You double chin. Let me not say, I shouldn't say that. I apologize for that. You double chin chick. I'm sorry. I love you, by the way. You're a great musician. I'm sorry. You are just as fat as me. The doctors, the fucking surgeons can't fix you. Okay? You're going to be getting cut up like fucking, yo, you're going to get, you know the little surgeon game you give to kids? They're going to cut your ass up all day long. You're always fat, just like me. It's cool. Our metabolism ain't there, but that's the fact. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about, cancer, whatever. I don't give a fuck about these hoes, and I'm just going to keep it a bean. She's as, all these bitches who be saying like, yo, act you fat, bitch, you got a BBL, you're fat like me. You can't call me fat if you got a BBL. Bitch, you know what a BBL is? I'm sorry. SZA, the lip gloss, the fake teeth, it doesn't matter. You're just a fat mini Lizzo at your heart. You make great music. We love you because you make great music, but you'll never be one of those bitches that we're looking at and our dicks get really naturally hard for. You are chasing this thing, that entertainment thing. This is why I like Rod Wave. Rod Wave sells out stadiums. He doesn't say, oh, let me get a 6-pack. He says, you're going to catch this fucking gut. You're going to catch this fucking cellulite on my thighs. I'm going to show you the triple chin, and I'm going to sing this song. I got my heart on I. He going to sing that shit. You chicks are so, like, fucking self-conscious that you're singing shit. You're singing music about your feelings, but all you care about is the triple chin that's forming. And yes, that's one chin. And you know that's another. It's cool. You just got to get the doctor to chop that bitch up, but make sure they give you the right anesthesiology. We don't want you to be like, you know what I mean? There's a couple of people who kind of like, who had that song that told my bitches down? Yeah, we don't want you to be, we don't want you croaking out over the fucking, but this is the truth. SZA, as long as you live, you could be a millionaire. You could make the best songs in the world. You know, when you seen this photo and you seen the triple chin, you seen the fucking, you look like a linebacker and there's no definitions from your titties to your fucking gut, you were sad. And it's cool.
See, this is where I started to say, okay, Ak is on full, like I said, Teflon mode. You heard he had to stop in the middle of it and say someone said canceled. Because they're trying to get, they're definitely getting Ak out of here after this. And this is one of the biggest reasons that I unsubscribed to Akademiks. Because of the whole, he was trying to get the people that had jumped Tekashi 6ix9ine convicted. He said, we're going to find them, we're going to do a full investigation on live about them. I unsubscribed when he did that. That's full-blown snitching on live. Okay? Number one. Number two, what you just heard literally in the last rant, not even rant, in the last explanation and apology, that he was pressed by TDE and Dave Free that he needed to chill. 5 years later, he does this. 5 years later, he decides to go on a full-blown 10-minute rant disrespecting SZA for no apparent reason. Now remember, he's saying, oh, I didn't do nothing to SZA. I don't know what she going at me for, this, that, and the third. See, it's not that SZA's going at you, sir. SZA remembers when you called her at Amazon. And of course, yes, it was out of context. Of course, it was taken. But you were addressed back then, sir, that you needed to chill. So, when SZA says she doesn't fuck with you, understand that it's for a good reason. It's not for no reason. It's for the many different reasons that people have said that they don't fuck with you, Ak. It's for the many different reasons that people have tried to avoid even getting in your vicinity as far as your vision in media. A lot of the big names do not really fuck with you, if we're being honest and transparent. The big names do not fuck with Akademiks.
Because sometimes money can't cure all the issues. So you could get under that knife every single time and they'll cut you and they'll cut you and they'll keep trying to carve you up. And I remember the last time I talked about your fucking little BBL. And remember when I talked about it and you were trying to flex? Look, SZA BBL, and you were all in your feelings because you know what came up? You know what came up? It was you here looking botched. And you wanted to show that, no, you weren't botched, but you were really that chick. You wanted to show that, oh, look, my bad, I forgot you blocked me. It's all good. This is why we got incognito. We're still on your ass. You can't escape this shit. Let me get on this shit. Talking about you blocked me. Blocked me for what? Shorty, you're tweaking. Let me just show you the truth. Incognito mode, bitch. You can't block the truth. Let's get back on it. I remember when you tried to flex and we were looking at you, the truth, when you had the botch BBL, but you tried to show like you had something thangin'. Oh, is it still there? Look, that body positivity, that's cap. those abs was there until your private chef came through and made 20 burgers. Just like I ordered from McDonald's, but I definitely ordered from Chili's. I got some burgers too. We're fat, both alike. We don't gotta conform to this shit. Look at Rod Wave. He's a real nigga. You fat and you keep torturing your body, cutting it up, and be mad when it's like botched. Your body's one of the botched pieces of like arts that keep existing. Every time we see you, we're like, yo, what the fuck? What did she do now? It's like, yo, my nigga, we gotta have like, yo, if I ever seen you, I gotta have a stencil to carve it out. Like, yo, here we go. I know you're upset about it, but I'm just telling you the truth. Hey, it is what it is. Okay? I'm sorry. By the way, this was not misogynistic, but I just had to promote natural bodies. Me, I don't date girls with BBLs. You've been under the knife 13 times. I don't know if she has. Allegedly, maybe she has. I don't know. But I don't want you. You have a very negative opinion of yourself. What's wrong with what God gave you? Every time you carve your body up, you look like this. Look. SZA. Look at yourself. You got a double chin popping, grabbing a clutch. You fucking look like a linebacker. Don't even look like the titties are tittying. And that BBL is probably sagging. Gravity pulling that bitch down. Won't work. You got to get back to reality, SZA. SZA, the next time you go to Dr. Miami or whoever, have them say, yo, ask Act to carve up the scope, to scope the real shit. Because listen, only God really has the perfect penmanship to really get your body right. Because these doctors are gonna just ass shot, gravity, pull it down. Yo, you clearly love to eat, but you love being in bikinis. Doesn't work. You clearly don't like the gym. It's all good. Neither do I. The doctor will never make you look good for more than one photo shoot. It's a fact. You look like I am a Colts fan. I need you as a linebacker. Anything up the middle, you're fucking taken care of. Clean hit stick. SZA, I love you. I know you might be mad at me because of what I said, but your team doesn't love you. They have you under the knife getting chopped up like you're in a butcher shop. Enough is enough. Please, no more surgeries. And whatever you got going on here, please stop it. Okay? Now, I know you thought you had that little one up with me when I was talking about you and you try to put your little booty shot up. I bet your bitch ass won't do that again because I will roast you into eternity. You one of them insecure bitches who really don't like when niggas talk about you. I'm fat and everybody talk about me. I've learned to deal with it. You ain't deal with that yet. So until you deal with that, you might want to stop fucking with Big Ak because I'll make your ass not put out an album for 10 years. And you be sitting on there like all that shit. Yeah, okay. All right, I'm going to just leave you alone for right now. But damn, listen.
So I just want to say, first and foremost, that SZA looks amazing, absolutely amazing. Regardless of what surgery she got done, she looks absolutely amazing and absolutely beautiful. She always has looked absolutely beautiful. I've always been a big fan of SZA. Ever since she did Babylon. That was one of my favorite SZA records. But SZA, I could definitely see why she hasn't been doing what Erykah Badu has done, which is publicly talk about this. She's basically just let the management take care of it. Which, as you heard, Joe Budden disclosed that they're looking for Akademiks because of this. Ak, you were at a point where I know you feel like you're untouchable. Excuse me. I know you drink a lot on live. That is starting to really get the best of you. Number one, it's starting to look bad for you. Health-wise, that you're drinking on live and destroying yourself like that. That is self-destruction on live. That's one thing I want to say, my brother. Get some help as far as the alcohol is concerned. I like to drink as well, but I don't drink on camera as much as that is concerned. Number one, number two, I don't get myself intoxicated to the point where I lose control of myself and the things that I'm saying. You've been seen passed out on live. You've been seen super drunk on live and thrown up on live at one point, or to the point where you're about to throw up. You need to get some help as far as that alcohol is concerned and put the bottle in. It's one thing. The second thing is, you don't need to make these disrespectful rants toward these very respectful women that have not publicly outed you the way you publicly outed them. You do not need to disrespect the likes of someone like SZA, who's very high up in the rankings also right now as far as popularity is concerned. I'll say it that way. SZA is on world tours right now, selling out arenas with that body that you are shaming and that face that you are shaming right now, that beautiful face that you're shaming. Erykah Badu is on world tours, whether she's active or not really musically. She is on world tours right now. And you shaming her after 5 years of holding in a grudge, it just shows that you don't understand that the dangerous waters you are treading in has sharks, electric eels, and very big anacondas and sharks in there that can eat you alive. And you will not be seen on the surface of the water when those animals eat you alive. It'll just be what happened to DJ Akademiks when you were playing with a TDE punch. It'll just be what happened to Akademiks. When you were playing with an Erykah Badu and her baby father is Jay Electronica, you're going to get 5% of that. I'll say it like that. You're going to get 5% of what you are asking for. Because these are very important people that you are playing with. These are very high-ranked people that you are playing with. I understand you feel you are Teflon Don right now and have a bulletproof vest on yourself. But trust me when I tell you that this bulletproof vest is very touchable. It's very penetrable. And I don't think you really want to play with people that have those high caliber bullets that can touch you. People that have those very long arms, let me say it like that, not even penetrable bullets. Let me just say those very long arms that can reach out and touch you, Akademiks. There's some very Stretch Armstrongs in the business that you have not talked or discussed business with yet. You have been in those meetings. You've been publicly said yourself, you've been in meetings behind closed doors with certain people that are higher up. Let's not forget you were Tekashi 6ix9ine's homeboy. Okay? So that means that you are Lucia Grain's son's homeboy by default. So I understand, like I said, that you think that you are untouchable and by default that you are impenetrable from being touched. But let me tell you, Lucia Grain's son is not going to save you from this. He is going to remove himself from the things that you are getting yourself involved in, because he does not want to get himself involved in the things that are going to conduct bad business. Right now, you are conducting bad business, DJ Akademiks, and that right there, Lucius Grain's son is going to stay away from bad business. It's bad business when you are trying to publicly out the likes of a SZA or Erykah Badu. You are definitely treading in very dangerous, fiery waters right now that you do not need to be playing with. You need to stay cool about. That is the advice I have for DJ Akademiks. Because, like I said, things can get very tricky. Very, very tricky out here. When you are playing with the gentleman by the name of Jay Electronica and you are playing by the name of someone by TDE's Punch. Dave Free already warned you. Dave Free is a very respected gentleman. I'll say it like that. Dave Free already gave you the warning. You needed to take heed to that warning. It appears that you did not. So what happens next? God bless. Moving right along. Speaking of what happens next, God bless. someone that has been told numerous times about their behavior and the likes of the behavior needs to chill out. Needs to chill out. Miss Liz Cambage. There's a video of Liz Cambage. If you don't know who that is, former LA Sparks superstar, WNBA superstar Liz Cambage, got into a fight with Nigerian players, and it emerged after she had talked about joining the team. NYPost.com reports the infamous fight involving former WNBA star Liz Cambage during a 2021 scrimmage between the Australian Opals and the Nigerian national team resulted in the Aussie pro being smashed to the floor, according to newly surfaced video footage. The video leaked shortly after Cambage addressed the incident in a sit-down interview with Bleacher Report's Taylor Rooks on Monday, during which she denied calling Nigerian players monkeys and told them to go back to your own country, or third world country, even worse. In the pre-Tokyo Olympics scrimmage, the game was extremely physical, as seen in the video, which showed Cambage exchanging words with the Tigres players and hitting an opponent in the face while boxing out boxing out under the basket. Things escalated when Cambage swung her arm and made contact with the face of Nigerian star Victoria Makali, who was doubled over afterward with her hand near her nose and mouth while both teams ran back down the court. After a few seconds, McCulley then sprinted over to the Opals bench and swung at Cambage's head, knocking her to the floor. Now, I want to show you guys that video real quick of Liz Cambage versus Victoria. So, as you saw right there, Liz had no reason to hit her. Right there. Liz had no reason to smack her. She sets the screen. She's waiting for the post. She doesn't get it. She comes back around. Goes for the smack. See, she goes to the screen. Unbeknownst to everyone, she goes to the smack as she was cutting into the lane. Game pauses. Victoria is very hurt, visibly. Cambage is celebrating the hit, and of course, karma happens. Victoria is fed up. As you heard, Liz Cambage said, "You dirty monkey." As you can see, Liz Cambage is very cocky after what happens. She knows what she did. She knows exactly what she did. So, after the McCulley and Cambage were held back by their respective teams, Cambage can be heard in the video saying, "I'm done," in the aftermath of the altercation. Now, the 31-year-old walked away from Opals a week before their first game in Tokyo Olympics, as she hasn't played with the team since. Now, I want to now show you guys the full video of what happened that day, because there is full footage of what happened. there's full video of Liz not only calling them monkeys, but full video of her throwing elbows and everything else. Let me pause this real quick, bring this up for y'all. Here's Liz. Very aggressive. Can't get off. Now, look at this right here. Look at that elbow. That elbow was super uncalled for. Super uncalled for. At no point did she need to throw that elbow. But as you saw previously, right before that, she was yelling, "Get off me. Get off me. Get off me." And this is a scrimmage game she's doing. Watch the elbow again. Look at that. Now, that wasn't even a swing from the left. Now, see, that was right then and there. This is the first time that she got addressed about her aggressive behavior. So Victoria wasn't the first person to throw a punch or even address her about her aggressive behavior. As you see right here, another player had addressed her for doing the same exact thing. You heard right there. Come on, monkey. Need to go back to their third world country. As you can see, the coach is now addressing Liz for her behavior. And Liz is still being very arrogant about it. Even in the huddle. Game continues. Now, look at Liz right here again, on the other side of the court. Again, being a little bit over-aggressive, not called yet. see Liz get a little bit more aggressive again. Now, watch this next play here, where Liz gets a little bit too aggressive once again. You saw the elbow underneath the rib there. It wasn't noticed, but again, she knows what she's doing. This is a veteran WNBA star player. I'll run it back for you if you didn't notice it. Look at the elbow right there. That's not a legal elbow. As you can see, the players are even discussing the questionable foul there. Now the viral play happens. That prior right there is what's important, because that's what got Liz upset, was that steal. Now you saw the push off. The Nigerian players are getting upset. Number 9 pushes her. Liz connects her. I'm going to rewind it again while Liz did that. I'm going to run it back again. You'll see number 9 have the initial contact with Liz before she smacked her. Watch number 9 on the comeback game. Watch number 9 push her off. Number 9 gets her. Number 9 pushes her away. You see Liz lose her balance. As soon as the screen happens, Liz plays it off, smacks her. Number 9, Victoria, is not happy about that smack. As you can see, that smack was super intentional, as well as that fist punch. So as you can see, Liz basically antagonized that entire thing. She made it upon herself to show that she was about her business. But she definitely was the arrogant aggressor in that entire situation, unfortunately. Which led to, unfortunately, let's go with the rest of the New York Post. Following Cambridge bombshell interview, Nigerian stars furiously repudiated Cambridge's claim. I'm sorry, but this is false. Nigerian guard Promise Amu Kamara wrote on Twitter, known as X now, former known as Twitter, on Monday. She called us monkeys and told us to go back to our country. Yes, she said that. Literally everyone from both teams had the same story but her. So y'all do the math. So this came after Cambage had made claims about everything being false. So at the time, Cambage said that she had been having panic attacks about the thought of heading into an Olympic COVID bubble. In May 2022, former Opals captain Jenna O'Hare backed the allegations that Cambage made racist comments to the Nigerian team. When asked about the 2021 scrimmage and whether Cambage made the comments to opposing players, O'Hare said, "That is all 100% correct," while serving as a panelist on ABC's Offsiders. While recalling the situation with Brooks, Cambage denied the allegations. Instead, she claimed she is in the cahoots with the Nigerian team while expressing her experience to play for them. Nigeria Basketball Federation Vice President Babs Ogunade denied speaking with Cambage about playing for it on Tuesday. Disregard the news, he told ESPN's Colin Udo. I don't know who she's talking to, not me, and definitely not MBBF President Amadou Musa Akita. In another tweet, Omakawa wrote, and the only person she has been in cahoots with was the former coach of our national team, and he's no longer the coach, so there's that. The Tigris guard Sarah Agoki also spoke out, writing, "We are not recruiting you, and you definitely spewed racist profanities against us during our scrimmage." Cambage released a statement on Twitter Tuesday to set the record straight about her comments and the leaked video. Before the scrimmage, I had expressed the concerns to Opal staff about the unacceptable playing conditions within the COVID bubble they were imposing. Cambage wrote, the circulating video portrays a highly physical game with no officiating, that's bullshit, resulting in me being attacked and sustaining a concussion. Bullshit. Contrary to false claims, I did not use racial slurs or refer to anyone as a monkey, which is evident from the footage. Cambage then clarified her comments about her interest in joining the Nigerian national team. And I'm not going to necessarily read the statement here because it's similar to what she just said about setting the record straight. But my whole thing is this. Like I said, Liz has been in the media before about her behavior. To me, it's light-skinned behavior. And she needs to chill out. Understandable, you don't want to play in the WNBA anymore. You made some very disturbing comments about the WNBA and some disrespectful things you said about that organization. So you were put overseas. Now you're doing the same antics overseas. And it's looking like more the thing where you're crying wolf, but you are the actual problem, Liz, unfortunately. So I think she needs to take some time off, a couple months, just recollect herself and clear her name of this whole thing. And furthermore, apologize. If you're making racial slurs, calling people monkeys, that's racial, that's interracial racist comments. What I say by that is that's something that white people used to call us black people. So for you to call another black person monkeys and you are black yourself, shame on you, Miss Liz Cambage. Shame on motherfucking you for calling someone a monkey, and you are black yourself. That is something that we black people were called back in the day. So, therefore, you should not be making these racial slurs, number one. Number two, you should be a lot more professional with what you're doing. You're a basketball player. You're a professional basketball player. Regardless if it's in the WNBA or overseas in the Olympics. You are still being called on to play as one of the best female basketball players to walk with the basketball. Treat it as such, and treat it as special as the gift God gave you. Okay? Stop being disrespectful to people that you don't have to be disrespectful to, especially the Nigerian culture and race. But yeah, man, that's my whole thing on it. You don't have to necessarily be, not even necessarily. You choose to be like that. You know what I mean? They say bullies choose to be bullies because they are miserable people themselves. But at the end of the day, those people, like I said, they choose to be miserable. They choose to stay that way. It's up to you to respond how you would like to respond. But that's all I got to say about that, man. Victoria responded the way she needed to respond. That's the biggest thing I can say about that. Victoria responded how she needed the motherfucker respond, which was, what do 5 fingers say to the face? Because as you saw, she got tired of the bullshit. That little shove that Victoria gave her was just basically her standing her ground on defense. And then the smack was just a retaliation of Liz being caught off balance by someone that was just as strong as her and wasn't taking her shit. That's what that was. But I'm going to get the fuck up out of here, man. It's been a motherfucking fun-ass pod today. I will say that. It's been a good-ass pod today. But, it's been real. I love y'all. Live from the Spot Podcast. It's your host from the most show, motherfucking Murray. Y'all know what time it is. Peace!
My type of women like to cuddle, but don't sleep on the money. My type of women like to talk, but don't talk to no dummy. A good play, peace and pay, that's a damn good day. A good play, peace and pay, that's a damn good day. The type of dudes don't be calling trying to blow up a phone. The type of dudes getting money but don't leave her alone. She just need food, peace and pay, that's a damn good day. She just need food, peace and pay, that's a damn good day. She said, don't be mad at it, that's just what I prefer. Don't be mad at it, that's just what I prefer. Don't be mad at it, that's just what we prefer. Don't be mad at it, that's just what we prefer. I need a woman that can cook and clean. She need a good man that fucking mean. I kick it paying all bills, yeah, I foot the fee. Yeah, I know she bad and bougie, but she good to me. We talking king shit, I love to show her royalty. I need a queen, quick to always show her loyalty. And when even a nigga off, she be on with me. She DEF the fuck boy, she supported G. That's how it always be. Yeah, it's a baddie, it's a baddie. Make it clap, petty cake with that fatty. Yeah, she love it. Making money. Keep it coming. Hate but complaining, haters do nothing. My type of women like to cuddle, but don't sleep on the money. My type of women like to talk, but don't talk to no dummy. A good play, peace and pay, that's a damn good day. A good play, peace and pay, that's a damn good day. A type of dudes don't be calling trying to blow up a phone. A type of dudes getting money but don't leave her alone. She just need food, peace and pay, that's a damn good day. She just need food, peace and pay, that's a damn good day. She said, don't be mad at it, that's just what I prefer. Don't be mad at it, that's just what I prefer. Don't be mad at it, that's just what we prefer. Don't be mad at it, that's just what we prefer. Don't be mad at it, that's just what I prefer. Don't be mad at it, that's just what I prefer. Don't be mad at it, that's just what we prefer. Don't be mad at it, that's just what we prefer.